All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as so you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into another lesson. Doing a little meditating this morning. As we know, last night we had the New Year's Eve of destruction. Which is a tradition. That the apostles, elders and bishops of Great Millstone, have every year. And where the apostle Tahal, he'll kind of give a theme, a theme or a title for the upcoming year. And as we know, when the past couple of years, when he'll get a theme to that year, things will play out as such. Although people might not believe it, because it don't, everything just don't happen right then and there. But us as the believers, see the steps. For example, the year was the year of the MOTB, right? Now people say, well, that didn't happen, because the MOTB wasn't mandated that year. But when you pay attention to that year, that's the year Elon Musk came out with the Neuralink, putting the chips in people's heads. And that's when that MOTB really went mainstream, came out on mainstream media. So things are happening. Things are happening, man. So this year, as we know, we're in January 1st, 2025 AD. Right. And the theme of this year, the apostle titled it the hopeful year of our deliverance and of Esau's judgment, which again is according to the times, because everything that have to happen before our deliverance and before Esau's judgment, which those two events coincide with each other, right? The deliverance of the Israelites and the judgment of the Edomites, you see. But when you consider that, in order for those two events to take place, we only need a few things to happen. And the point is, those things are happening. The MOTB, well, we'll talk a little bit about that here in a few, but World War III is happening. It's taking place. Over there, they gather in the East. They're getting busy over there, right? People rioting, are ready to riot, suffering here in America, so on and so forth. Things are about to get worse. In January, that should be an interesting year because who knows what could happen before the inauguration. A lot of things still can take place. They're also talking about another disease supposed to come in 2025 because of the bird flu. So again, the point is everything that's supposed to take place before we get out of here, it's not that we have to wait on it, it's happening. And now that it's happening, expect things to move faster. Kind of what I want to speak about in this lesson. As we see 2025, I would say approaching shit. We here now. As we in 2025, expect things to speed up and expect things to get worse, man. And that's according to Bible prophecy. You see? Now, before we get into that, I do want to get one precept. The second Ezra 14. Let's start it off with this. The second Ezra 14, and it's the GNT version. And we're going to read up a little bit. We're going to start at 10. Second Ezra 14 and 10 in the GNT, it says, the world is no longer young. It is rapidly approaching old age, quickly coming to its end. Now check this out. It says, verse 11, the whole history of the world is divided into 12 periods. Now, this is Ezra speaking with an angel, right? Now, the angel telling Ezra, because Ezra wanted to know when he was going to get out of captivity, when the Israelites was going to be done suffering. And the angel just about to tell him, look, the whole history of the world is divided into 12 parts, and you, Ezra, in the 10 and a half part, which Ezra was around 400 BC, right? 440 something BC. And that was, which was roughly 400 years even before Yahushua was born. Now, the point I'd like to make, if Ezra was in a 10 and a half part, out of 12, and he was 400 years before Yahushua was even born. Where you think we at then? It was clear we at the end of the 12th period. So seeing we at the end, this is what it got to say. It says the whole history of the world is divided into 12 periods, and the 10th period have already arrived, and it is half over. Only 2.5 parts remain. And think about all the history that passed from when Ezra was told this until now. We at the end of the 12th part. We at the end of the world. Everything is ready, set, go, man. Matter of fact, I ain't put this one in a long time. I know it's in Judah. I think it's in Judah 9, how it says all the prophecies are ready. The prophecies are ready. Yep, here it is. Yep, we will go back to that in Second Esdras. The point is, things are ready now. Again, we ain't waiting on missiles to be made. No, missiles are already in the silos. We just waiting on a button to be pressed. Again, we ain't waiting on the MOTB technology to come for somebody, the Lord, to work on somebody's mind so he can create the technology. No, it's here. It's here and it's already in people, hands and heads. And they promote it on mainstream media. For example, Dr. Oz, which is now a part of Trump's cabinet. World War III, the people suffering. Famine. Oh, the famine, can't forget about the engineered famine that's supposed to take off or kickstart in 2025. We're not waiting on nothing to happen. No. Should I say, we don't have to wait on the prophecies. Or should I say, how could I say this? We're in a time period to where we don't have to wait anymore on the prophecies to truly like build up. We're in a time to where we waiting on that event to happen so it can manifest itself. Again, like the apostles, years ago, the apostles had to wait on things to happen for proof, to give them proof. You know, now everything is here. Let's read this in Judah, because she about to say the same thing. It's Judah chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, for thou, talking about the Heavenly Father, it says, for thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before and which ensued after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now and which are to come. It says, yeah, what things, and what are those things? The prophecies. Just like Isaiah 46, 9 and 10 say, the Heavenly Father have considered the end in the very beginning. Everything is already thought of. So check this out. It says, thou hast thought upon the things which are now and which are to come, prophecies, right? It says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand. Again, the prophecies are ready, set, go. And check out what the prophecies got to say, because they got something to say. Let's see what they got to say. It says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand, and said, lo, we are here. You know how niggas say, I'm here. You know, I'm here. No, the prophecy saying, we here. You know, Deion Sanders, you know, when he first got the job at Colorado, talking about, I'm coming. And what the prophecy said the same, they ain't coming, they here. They here. Again, we living in a time to where we don't have to wait no more. We watching these things play out, man. Just like Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter say, at the end it shall speak and not lie. How is it speaking? Now we have tangible proof. Now we ain't just pulling a precept, but now we can pull a precept and get an article and a video to show you that the Bible is true. But let's finish this. It says, yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand, and said, lo, we are here. For all thy ways so like are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge. You know, so the prophecies are here, man. We just waiting on whatever the Lord need to do, have whatever event to kickstart these things. And then from there, it's going to be like a domino effect. That's the time we living in, 2025. Expect things to speed up. Because the last few prophecies that are left, they all link together. They all link together. What's the two major ones? The MOTB and World War III, right? That's the two major prophecies left. And what else goes surround that? Jacob's trouble. The point is, Jacob's trouble gonna begin because of suffering, as it say in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. And because of suffering, that's gonna drive the nations into war. And because of that, the city's gonna be shut down, troops gonna come in, and the MOTB gonna have to be mandated. And then from there, everything that's gonna take place, the six troubles in Jacob's trouble, can commence. We waiting on two main prophecies. And out of these prophecies playing out, Jacob's trouble gonna kick off, man. Everything will just be, again, a domino effect. Once one happened, all of them gonna start happening. Let's go back to 2nd Esdras 14. I'm gonna get a little bit into these articles. Me and Elder Tazapal touched on these articles last week for the not for, but on a Thursday live show. And the point I want to touch on is that life about to change around everybody. 2025, their goal is to begin the infrastructure of a digital system. Meaning what? We need the CHIP to come. Therefore, let's begin a society to set it up, to mandate it. They not waiting no more. Esau know he got a short time. Time ain't on their side. He can't wait till 2026. You know, let's do a test run at 2020. No, he got to do it now. Ain't no waiting no more. But what he want to do, he calling for all nations, the globe, to cooperate under a digital system. What that sound like? Revelation 13 and 16. He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor. But one thing he gonna say in this article is that not only are they focused on the advanced technology they got, but he said in order for this advanced technology to work, and we gonna read it. One thing Klaus Schwab gonna say, he said, in order for this advanced technology to work, we need the society and environment around us to change first in order for this technology to work. Meaning what? Meaning what? Life is about to change, man. Esau ain't playing. He about to show he the devil. He about to show the horns, a draconian, dystopian type society. In order for the MOTB to work and for him to fulfill his plans of an NWO, life got to change. Everybody just can't have the freedom they have no more. But let's finish reading this in 2nd Esdras 14. We'll get to that. So again, in 2nd Esdras 14 and verse 13. So seeing we're at the end of the world, it says, so set your house in order. Warn your people, and it's in the GNT, and comfort those who are humble and teach those who are wise. Then say goodbye to this mortal life. Put earthly cares away from you. Throw down your human burdens and lay aside your weak human nature. In other words, the things these people care about right now, while we have the chance and the Lord blessed us with the insight on what's about to take place, now should be the time we let go worldly cares. Now should be the time to consider Lot's wife and not to be attached to temporary materialistic things. You know, not to be tied down to your job, not to have all your eggs in this basket of America or wherever brothers, and sisters at. Because you know why? When this society change and the system around these people change, the so-called resources and the materialistic things these people have, once those things start passing away, guess what? They ain't gonna be able to take that. These people ain't gonna be able to continue to get by, especially Americans, when their comforts are gone, man. But now the Lord telling us to consider these things. Like it says in 2nd Esdras 15, prepare our minds now. And it says, put all your anxieties aside and get ready to leave this world quickly. You have seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen. Hitting on the title. In 2025, expect things to speed up and expect things to get worse. According to prophecy, Yahushua, he prophesied. He had to pull a precept and say the times was going to speed up. 2nd Esdras as well said the time going to speed up. 2nd Esdras 6 specifically, and that was talking about an Esau world. In 2nd Esdras 4, it said the time was going to speed up. 2nd Esdras 2, it said the time was going to speed up at the end. And Yahushua said it. In the end, the time was going to speed up. Guess what? We in the end. That's even last night, Elder Tazapah said the same thing. Soon as you get off from work, it's nighttime. Soon as you go home and go to sleep, it's daytime. The Lord fulfilling his word. So how much more in 2025, man? As everything is ready now. We ain't in the 70s no more, 80s no more, 90s no more. What we have to wait on prophecies, wait on things to be created, wait on systems to be, thought about. No, it's here. It's here. Now that it's here, Esau about to speed up, and the Lord about to bring forth more plagues. Like a woman in travail, right? When a woman giving birth, those contractions do what towards the end of that deliverance? They speed up. And what else? They more painful. They speed up and they are more painful. That's the times we in. Time about to move faster, and as the quicker days go by, the days gonna get worse. Let's read it again. 2nd Ezra 14 and 16 GNT, you have seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen. As the world grows older and weaker, the evils that will come upon its people will multiply. You see that? Will multiply. But let me touch on this real quick. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Now it's just really one portion I want to get. But these elites plan for 2025, they going forward with this digital system. They doing it. And you know why they have to do it? Because time ain't on their side, according to Revelation 12 and 12. Now I'm going to read a little bit of this. It says, now this is from, this one is from December 9th, 2024. And this is from the actual World Economic Forum website. It says Davos 2025, which you have that Davos meeting coming up. Let me see when it is. The elites have their Davos meeting every year in Switzerland, right? And the one this year gonna be January 20th through January 24th. And every year what they do, they talk about the plans on how they want to order the world, so to speak. Like the Apostle Hall. Yeah, that's funny. The Apostle Hall every year he give a theme to the year. Like this year, the 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance and Esau's destruction. Well, Esau do the same thing for their Davos meeting. Every year they give a theme, right? Every year they give a theme, and this year the theme is where is that? It's the theme for this year is the collaboration for the intelligent age, right? Collaboration for the intelligent age. All nations got to get down with this digital system. But let's read a little bit. It says, in a gulf between hopes and fears was in Salakia. Let's start over. In the gulf between hopes and fears was in stark evidence last year. The context for Davos 2025 is no less conflicted. Geoeconomic uncertainty, trade tensions, cultural polarization, and climate anxiety are rumbling. So that's the problems in the world. But of course, Esau got to have a solution. It says, but there is also the promise of rapid innovation, AI, quantum computing, and biotech. What is that? It says to boost productivity and living standards. This is the way Esau going. Let's see. Let's jump down. Let's read a little bit of this. It says collaboration for the intelligent age. Davos 2025 convenes under the theme Collaboration for the Intelligent Age. The concept draws on Klaus Schwab's suggestion that converging technologies are rapidly reshaping the world, pushing us to an inflection point, an era beyond technology alone. Now, check this out. He says this is a societal revolution, one that has the power to elevate humanity or indeed to fracture it. And according to Job 20, this gonna fracture it. Remember, let's let's get it. Let's get it real quick. According to prophecy, they plans for a digital system is gonna be the very thing that's gonna fracture, or was gonna be the beginning of fracturing their rulership. Again, this what they think. This they big plan to go digital and put a C-hip in everybody. This what they in the elites mind I'm talking about. This what they have to do in order to fulfill their new world order, have everybody in prison enslaved digitally. And once that happened in the elites mind, they created their own birthright, own blessing, own kingdom. That's their mindset. Now, again, before we read this, what Klaus Schwab said, it says this is a societal revolution. talking about the digital age we coming in, how they about to change the life around people digitally. It says this is a societal revolution, one that has the power to elevate humanity or indeed to fracture it. And according to Job, as we about to read, once they begin the plans of their new world order, that's when it's going to start crumbling down on them. Let's read it. This Job chapter 20 and verse 22. It says, and it's going into the wicked. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And that's the time we are now. As Esau trying to fulfill and bring in his new world order, the Lord will make things difficult for him. One, because he's been exposed. His plans all on TikTok with the I got, like other Yasha Rama say, with the I got 5 on the beat, all on TikTok, people talking about the elites and Illuminati and the MOTB and the digital system and robots. So now things are being difficult for him. You got cameras everywhere. People ain't just believing him no more. He got to try to do a Project Bluebeam. Even people ain't even believing that. Right? So now things are difficult for him as he's beginning his new world order. And when you read these articles, Klaus Schwab, time is of an essence. Not just for Klaus Schwab, but for these elites. Time is of the essence, man. They need to do this quickly. So let's read it. It says, when Job 20 and 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And that's the average everyday worker, man. Eventually, these people go get tired of suffering. These people go get tired of being oppressed and ripped off by the elites. You see? And eventually, the common everyday working person, your average citizen, will eventually revolt. And that's where we at now. And check this out. It says, and when he is about to fill his belly, meaning what? When you sitting at a table, you about to eat, that meal you plan, you was cooking up. That's Esau. He been planning his new world order for years. I ain't talking about 5-10 years ago. No, for generations now. It's just been revised as the families go, right? As we get closer to the end. But he's finally to the point to where the C-hip here, he got the technology. Now we have to put C-hips in everybody in order for us to fulfill this. That's what he think, right? But what Klaus Schwab said, it either could happen to elevate humanity or fracture it. Let's see what prophecy say. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, when he think he about to fulfill his new world order, it says, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So while he is trying to fulfill his new world order, putting C-hips in the people, that's when everything will come crumbling down. And guess where we at? Right here. Right here. In 2025, this the plans. The world have to collaborate for the intelligent age. Now I'm going to jump down because the point I want to get. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this other article. Because one thing he said was, in the other article is from September 24th, it said the same thing, a time for cooperation. Now check this out. It says the intelligent age is upon us. It's the point I want. And now, when you read articles from Esau, you have to kind of take your time because Esau the devil. He's a very what is said about the serpent? Not wise, not cunning. I forget. Damn, what's the word? If a brother know, but the serpent, man, what's the word? Anyway, that's how Esau is. So when you read this, he telling you his plans in a PG version, right? In a PG-13 version, so you don't expect nothing. But we have to read between the lines when Esau talk, though. Because ultimately what he's saying, as this technology come, life about to change for everybody, man. Let's read it. It says, these convergent technologies are reshaping the very fabric of our world, demanding, keyword, demanding swift, quick, which is swift is something fast, quick, demanding swift adaptation and global cooperation. Real quick. Revelation 13 and 16, global cooperation sound like this. Verse 16. Nope, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. This is his new world order. And it says, and he calls of all, sound like that article, right? Global cooperation and swift adaptation. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, charagma, or charagma. No, it's charagma. save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Expect this to come in 2025, man. However it's gonna be. Now it may be stages to it. It may start with the Fed Now first. Everybody have a Fed Now account. You know, kind of how you got a Cash App, PayPal. You might have a Fed Now app. Everybody get the Fed Now app. Whoever signed up for it get a $50 and $100 bonus, right? Then eventually it might go to a debit card. They give you a debit card, Fed Now debit card that you could just tap and pay with, tap on your phone with. Eventually, what you think is gonna go? All you need is a big event like a 9/11 type event. Because remember, after that, everybody needed IDs and TSA, right? For the Patriot Act. All you need is once these things, once these things are put into place and Esau begin his gradualism, now people got Fed Now accounts. From that point, all he need to do is bring an event, a blackout, right? Or something like that to put a halt to the world, another disease, a sickness, put a halt to the world, lock the world down again, and then when it open back up, guess what? It's gonna be that new system. Or in order for the MOTB to come, he gonna have to strike fear in people. So the system could be put in place. Everybody can have some Fed Now accounts, debit cards, like the Rush card. Like the old fat form cards, like the debit card, but then it could be a 9/11 event to where people will be willing to give up freedoms and put their hand on that table. Go ahead and get that C-help because they're going to be scared, man. Anything can happen from here on out is the point, and it can happen quick. Let's read this. This is the point I wanted right here, though. So it says, it is demanding swift adaptation and global cooperation. Now check this out. Read between the lines on what Esau really saying. It says, for this transformation to develop, rather than to divide society, it must go well beyond technological advances. Stop right there. In order for our plans to work, it's bigger than the advanced technology. It's bigger than that. And watch what he gonna say. It's bigger than that. That ain't the only thing we should be focusing on. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than, you could just FaceTime with some glasses. It's bigger than that. In order for that to work, this is what they need to focus on. Let's read it again. For this transformation to develop, rather than divide society, it must go well beyond technological advances to actually enhance human potential. Here it is. It is imperative. What does imperative mean? Vital of importance or crucial. Crucial. So check this out. It is imperative that we develop environmental, social, and geopolitical intelligence alongside technological intelligence. Ultimately, what is Esau really saying right here? Yes, we got advanced technology and we ready for it. We ready to advance this system. But in order for us to advance this system and for everything to work, it ain't just about the technology we got, but we have to change the environment around the people. Social life have to change. Geopolitical, geopolitical differences and all that, everybody got to get on the same accord. Everybody have to go digital. The point is, if it says environmental have to change, let's see what that is. The environment, which again, they're going for these smart cities. Everything, all these businesses, no matter if you got a couple dollar bills and you want to pay $1, eventually they're going to say, sorry, sir, sorry, ma'am, we don't take cash no more. The environment around you going to change. As I say right here, your surroundings. Eventually, when you go try to get healthcare, You gonna need certain digital credentials in order to be accepted. So that's one. The environment go change. Businesses go conform to the new digital system. So whether you agree with it or not, no matter what business you try to go to, they already on board. So that's how they gonna cause all. The system gonna be on board. The government buildings gonna be on board. So everything around you gonna be on board. So if you're not down with the digital system, you gonna be X'd out of society. So that gotta change. And it says social. And this where social credit scores come in at. ESG scores. Just like on what that is, that TV show Black Mirror, when you had that episode when no matter what you did, you was graded on your score in society. And if you had a bad score, you was blocked from doing things. Me and Zainala, we touched on a couple lessons about a year or so ago in China. China do the same thing right now. If you have a bad, just like your credit, but it's a social credit score. If you driving bad, if you flashing money on social media, if you got a bad reputation, then you can't get on a bus, you can't buy food, you're gonna be cut off from society. Well, guess what? In order for the digital age to come, that's what they saying too. Not just the environment, stores changing, and laws gonna change, but everybody's social life gonna change. You're gonna be graded on how much you agree with the environment around you, man. Social credit scores coming. Even geopolitically, that's gonna change. As they said, alongside technological advances. As in other words, as this system come into being set up, life around everybody go change with it. Time is about to speed up, and if that's gonna happen, guess what? Things are about to get worse in the world, man. These people ain't about to go for another lockdown. Things are about to happen. It can happen soon. Look, we in 2025 already, January 1st. They already talking about diseases, famine. Who knows if it's even gonna be a Trump in office? Something may happen before the inauguration. The Apostle Tahar said a while back, a couple of weeks ago, he said if you miss one day, you can miss a lot. And we in a time to where, like the Apostle Tahar and the elders in New York also quoted Vladimir Lenin, right? One of the old leaders of the USSR in Russia. He said one of his quotes was it's weeks, no, it's decades to where nothing happened, right? You have certain, time periods in history to where not a lot happened, right? So he said you have decades in where nothing happened, but then you have weeks in where decades happen. We in that time, we in the latter end of that quote. We in weeks and days to where a lot can happen in one day, a week, or a month. We can be out of here, and I'm about to end it here in a few, but we can be out of here within a year, and I'm gonna keep saying that. And Lord, when I do that lesson on that, but we can be out of here within a year. Why I say that? Because we was out of Egypt in a year. Within 1 year, we was out of Egypt. From the time Aaron and Moses went to Pharaoh, and from the time of the Passover when we left out of there, and those 10 plagues, all that happened within a couple months. That wasn't more than a year or 2 years. No, that was all within 1 year. And you know what's so cool about that? The Lord ain't never tell Moses and Aaron he was gonna speed up the time either. But they were still out of that within a year. He told us he was gonna speed up the time in our time. So come on, man. Come on, man. So we could be out of here quick. But let's read this again. It says, for this transformation to develop rather than to divide society must go well beyond technological advances. To actually enhance human potential, it is imperative or crucial that we develop environmental, social, and geopolitical intelligence alongside technological advances. So as they about to bring in this digital age, life around people going to change quickly, man, drastically. You see, drastically. And it goes into how they're going to start getting these, even in the article, how they're going to start getting these world leaders to promote it, celebrities to promote it. What else they said? Podcasters, I believe, social media influencers. They about to get all these people to promote that, man. But that's pretty much it on that. Let's see. Let's see what we can end it off on. Let me see if brother got anything. Kind of we'll get brother's precepts. Kind of brother Yahweh said Chinese citizens need police approval to withdraw money. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. Hey, they got the face scans going on, you know. So if you walk in a building, you know, the lights are turned red, you can't get nothing. We living in some exciting time. I don't want to say fearful because it is a fearful time. I'm gonna say a fearful yet exciting time. Even for us as believers, through the Spirit, I did a lesson yesterday how although we know a time like never before is upon us, we know some of the things that's about to take place. But even us as believers, we about to be taken back and in awe about some of the things that we see. Because you know what? We still know in part. We know what's coming, but we don't know the details. When we finally start seeing the details, even we can be like, what the you know? But it's all good because we was told ahead of time and we with it. We fully with it, man. But let's read this from the brother Barry Hawashai. 2 Ezra 15:8. It says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. And that's the time we at, just like the Lord said when the flood came. He was tired of seeing wickedness. It was too much. It was too much. It started to piss the Lord off. So that's why he said, I'm about to just kill everybody and spare Noah and his family. That's where we are right now. The Lord tired of seeing what he's seeing. We think we tired of seeing grown men and women fighting over if they are grown man or woman. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You know, how much more the Lord? How proud these people are, how much more the Lord. So therefore, now he's done with letting it go on. We're in a time of judgment. Judgment. It says, and the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision, and what's the vision? The prophecies. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And how is it speaking again? We ain't just talking. We ain't just bringing out Bible precepts and that's it. Just straight faith. Although that's what it start with. But now, if, for example, we say the MOTB is the RFID micro C here, we ain't just saying it. No, we can go to a video and show you this person put it in his hand to buy and sell. This person put it in his head to walk again. Everything that we saying, starting with the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, is happening in the world. It's happening in the world. That's how it's speaking. It's playing out. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. And times are about to speed up. Let's end it off on this. The brother said, beautiful yet dangerous times. That's it, man. That's it. And it's exciting. It's exciting because we finally here. We finally seen it. And the fearful and part of the fearful part about it though is we just don't know exactly what to expect, Like we know the Lord gonna put us through some things, but we don't know exactly what it's gonna be, how is it gonna be. That's the part about it. But again, us not knowing, that make us draw even closer to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai by prayer, fasting, just that hope that he may have mercy. So that fear is good because that make us cleave to the Lord even more. You see, that fear of not knowing, that make us cleave to the Lord. But let's end it off with this. Romans 13:11, it says, and that knowing the time, right, knowing the time, saying we know the time, it says that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Now ain't the time to be playing. Now ain't the time to be in a smoky spirit from Friday, running around all day playing. You see? It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. This is the thing. If we know it's close, how much closer is it really then? If we know it's around the corner, how close is it really then? If we know the MOTB can very well be mandated in 2025, and I mind you, let's look at this again. What is the theme or the mindset for the elites? Just to show they ain't playing. We right here. In 2025, they plan on beginning the digital system. That's what this is about. And they inviting government leaders, because when you go to these things, they have government leaders there. They have uh you know influencers there. They have celebrities there. People like upper elites like the Klaus Schwabs, and you have lower, lesser luminaries, like a famous person, like a Brad Pitt. And what they do, all these people go to these meetings, leaders of companies, so on and so forth. Matter of fact, let's read this. It says each year the annual meeting welcomes governments, all major international organizations, and forms 1,000 partner companies, civil social leaders, young change makers, and social entrepreneurs, and the media. And what they do, in other words, they tell everybody who in the loop, in the system, this our plans. Go out and push this energy into the earth. And that's why when celebrities get on the internet and start talking about, man, yeah, the digital system, I'm thinking about give me a MOTB in me. Guess where they get it from? They was told to, because that's the way the world about to go. But the point is, they about to get together and plan to change the world to go digital. And what's going to be the point of it? All for the MOTB, so they can kickstart, as they would think, they new world order. The point is, we here, man. We here. You see, we here. We ain't got much to wait on. But that's it. That's it. Let's read Revelation. I mean, not Revelation, but Romans 13 and 11 again. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. I got one more. Ephesians 5. This Ephesians chapter 5 and verse, I'm going to start at 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light, which is the truth. Right? Get out of this captive mindset and come into the truth. So verse 15 says, see then, so now that we have the truth, have the light, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Circumspectly meaning what? Fully paying attention to our surroundings, not just where we at, I ain't talking about if you're in Walmart, you just looking around your shoulder. Yeah, do that too. But we paying attention to what's going on, not just in our city, not just in our state, not just in America, but world events. Fully looking around, world events. You see? Paying attention. Even meetings like this, Davos meetings. When these meetings are held, it's going to be a 4-day meeting. We're going to be linked into this. We're going to be paying attention to see what updates came out, what they said, right? What they planned. What's on the agenda. But you're going to have our people, they ain't worried about this. See, we dialed into what the Lord got going, man. But look, they calling it the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution. That's what they planning on beginning in 2025. And what Klaus Schwab's, I got to play it real quick. Just to show you that MOTB coming, man. What Klaus Schwab said. Let me get this real quick. Fourth industrial. Here it is. Watch what Klaus Schwab gonna say. Because he gonna say it's not only gonna change the world, but it's gonna change the people. Us as the people. Let me see. Klaus. Us as the people. It's a quick, here it is. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I just want to get this real quick. Let me make sure my sound. Hold on, let me see. Take that off. Stop screen. All right, cool. Let me know if y'all can hear it. No, it's not playing. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Let me try to get my screen back up. I want to play this quick video because what Klaus Schwab gonna say is that the fourth industrial revolution is He gonna say it's not only gonna change. Let me see. Let me make sure it's planned on.
Not only change how we communicate, how we produce, how we consume. So fourth industrial.
There we go. There we go. So check this out. I'm gonna play this. Now, what is the fourth industrial revolution? Fourth industrial revolution. Now check this out, right? So you had other three revolutions, so to speak. I blow it up real quick. The first one, you had the water, power, steam. The second one, that's when you had the assembly lines with the 4 cars. The third was computer and automation. But now, where could you go after computer and automation? Right. Now they want to link man with machine. That's where we at right now. Cyber physical. They want to link man with machine. What this one say? Check this out. So from 1760 to 1840, you had the first industrial revolution, which is steam and water, power, mechanized production and textile manufacturing, agriculture, the iron industry, and mining. From 1870 to 1914, the second industrial revolution. And this is the advancements of the world, right? Leading to that Daniel 12 being fulfilled, how knowledge shall increase. So the second was the second industrial revolution. The advent of electricity and the assembly line ushers in the era of mass production. The third industrial revolution from 1950 to 2000, electronics, computers, and the internet, right? Not the internet, and the internet automate production and digital revolution. Now, the point is, after the internet, right, and electronics and digital, where else could they go? The fourth industrial revolution, 2010 to now. It says data exchange, AI, cyber physical systems gives human new ways to interact with machines. But what Claude's going to say is, it's not just that it's going to change a digital world. He said, but it's going to change the people. Meaning what? The man go be linked with machine. And what's the only possible way that could happen? By way of a digital grain of rice. The RFID micro C chip, which is the mark of the B, man. You see? The mark of the system. That's the only way that can happen. Man to be linked with a digital system. Let's play.
The fourth industrial revolution will impact our lives completely. It will not only change how we communicate, how we produce, how we consume. It will change actually us, our own identity. And of course.
Boom. Boom. Come on, man. It ain't just gonna change how we communicate. It ain't just gonna change how we live. Going back to this article, in order for technological advances to actually happen, what they gotta do first? In order for that to play out, what they gotta do first? Change the environment, change social life and geopolitical life. In order for the technological age to work, he telling the people, man. And look, he ain't talking about a smooth transformation. No, he ain't talking about a smooth transformation. Guess what gotta happen? All hell gotta break loose. Chaos gotta happen. Fear gotta be put into these people in order for their plans to go forth. That's the point. That's the point. This society have to break down. This current way of living have to break down, so in Esau mind they could build it back up to this digital age. Look at what happened with CV19 when everybody was locked down. In the house. When you came back out, the system changed a little bit. Just for example, it was no more menus at the restaurant. Now you got to use the QR code. All we need is an event to happen, lights to go out, whatever. And it's not that they have to create the system. The system created. They just have to find a way to put it in place. Like he said, for this transformation to develop rather than to divide society, they just trying to find out how they can do it without, in their minds, all hell breaking loose. But according to Job, it's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway. Let's play that one more time for Big Claus. He said the fourth industrial revolution go change the people. See here, man. We right here. 2025 could very well be what the Apostle Tahar said. The year of our deliverance, the hopeful year of our deliverance, and of Esau's judgment. Because these are the events that have to happen for our deliverance to take place in Esau's judgment. The MOTB got to be here, mandated. World War III got to happen. And in between those two taking place, Jacob's Trouble go kickstart. Let's play this one more time.
The fourth industrial revolution will impact our lives completely. It will not only change.
See, I don't want to stop it, but he said it's going to impact our lives completely. Life about to change, man. Esau coming forth with this, really the Lord got him coming forth with his plans. But in order for him to do that, life got to change. That's the last time. I'm going to just let it play. Life about to change. It's about to be quick, a quick change too. Fast.
Will impact our lives completely. It will not only change how we communicate, how we produce, how we consume. It will change actually us, our own identity, and of course gives life to such.
It's going to change our own identity. I'm going to throw it in the chat for y'all too, in case y'all want that. Right, transhumanism. You see? Transhumanism. As a matter of fact, I see that brother posted that 1 Thessalonians 5. Let's go there and we can end it off on that. It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, but of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. It's Apostle Paul. He's saying, look, I don't need to tell y'all what time we in. I don't need to tell y'all, look, we in 2025, y'all. Things about to, no, y'all already know it. Just like the apostle, he did a video the other day. I think it was going into the MOTB. He was like, yeah, y'all brothers in Great Millstone, y'all brothers who, follow, y'all don't got to listen to this. I'm kind of telling the newer members, right. We already know what time it is. We know what seasons we in. And not just said in a proud manner, but we was taught these things. And now it's playing out. We know it. You see, it says, but of the times and seasons, brethren, and we know we're in a time of what? War, the time of evil, the time of the MOTB, the time of Esau being exposed, the time of Israel waking up, the time of Leviathan popping out and showing niggas, the time of chariots showing themselves, the time of America falling. Come on, and the seasons change. We're in 2025, 2025, right? And this year expected to be live. It says, but of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. Why? For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. We already in a loop. You know why? Because we paying attention. And not like IUIC them paying attention, just waiting on a big event. Like Bishop Nate said, what I said, moron, was that nothing wasn't happening yet. When he was talking about Jacob's Trouble, because he actually said it wasn't going to be a Jacob's Trouble. But when the apostles and brothers called him out, he talking about what I said, moron, was that nothing was happening yet. Well, that's not a prophet. You're not a prophet then. Because a prophet say stuff when things not happening yet. I ain't going to, show respect, right? But prophets say things when events not taking place to tell people before they take place. You see? But you have a lot of camps and people, they wait to pay attention to the big event. That's not how we was taught. The apostles taught us to what? We paying attention to the details. What's going to lead up to the event, right? The scripture says, Sirach, be not ignorant of anything small or great. We paying attention to the little things that's going to lead up to the big things. So when a big event comes, we ain't caught off guard because we've been following it the whole time. We've been following the process the whole time. You see? So 2025, a lot of IUIC members gonna be taken back because they was told it's sent in all forms, but now you're gonna be forced to go digital. Now what? You see? That's the blessing of being around the true prophets, man. To be around the right body, being updated as the process of the prophecies go on, not just when a prophecy happened. First Thessalonians 5:1, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, Happy New Year's, right? Happy New Year's and many blessings and right? New Year's resolution. This gonna be my year. I'm surprised I ain't see the meme yet with the black woman walking up the stairs, leaving 2024 behind and leaving her baggage behind. I'm surprised I ain't see that meme yet. You feel me? I'm surprised I ain't see that yet. Because everybody looking forward to 2025 plans. This gonna be my year. Well, according for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Even that, everybody think it's about to be better since Donald T back in office. Big Trump. Everybody think it's better now that Donald Trump back in office. It's not gonna be better. Life ain't gonna be better. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden see, that's the key word. Sudden. Let's see what sudden mean. Sudden, occurring, or done quickly and unexpectedly without warning. Come on, man. Sudden destruction. Hey, when that woman had those contractions, guess what? She don't have an option on, well, I want to come at 10, and then I want my next one to come at 10:30. All right. And my next one, I don't want to be as painful as the other one. Is that cool? And you know, the doctor write down like a menu. Okay, so 10:30, 10. You cool with 11? Okay, 11. No, they don't choose when the contractions come. They just come when the Lord wanted to come, and they can't choose how bad it's gonna hurt. It hurt how much the Lord wanted to hurt. Ain't no epidural for this. Ain't no epidural for Jacob's trouble. And you know what? It's a thing called the ring of fire. When women give birth, some women, they actually get used to the pain, right? Get used to the pain. And you can look this up. It's called the ring of fire. They get used to the pain. So therefore, pain start coming from other places. Like they stuff start stretching more. Like not to be vulgar, but like they anus, pain come from there, start, so on and so forth. The point is, that's how it's gonna be now. People have got watered down to lockdowns, to sicknesses, and like the CV19. People ain't worried about putting no mask on no more. So now that they got used to it, it's time. It's that ring of fire time. the Lord about to make that pain increase now. Look that up though. It's called a ring of fire. Certain women get used to that pregnancy pain, those contractions, and the Lord turn it up on their ass. They look for more pain. Well, that's what's about to happen now. People got watered down with the CV. The people ain't even fearing it. It's chariots in the sky, and people ain't even scared. That's why the Lord got to turn it up. Let's read this. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. It's funny because I was thinking about the 2 Ezra 16 one, not even looking at the rest of the. You're right. As a woman with child, as contractions, they call all you out by Shema Shai, man. Come on, it says, but ye brethren, so us, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, man. Paying attention, being on point, following the news, whether it's big or small, whether it's it ain't nothing major or whether it's something major. We paying attention to everything because it's gonna lead to the actual event playing out, man. You see, but I'm gonna end it right there. With the water Akim for the precepts, for tuning in as well. Akim Akwath, whoever tuned in, the water. But with that, I'm gonna end it. Let me see. That's the word, subtle, the water, bro, subtle. But hey, with that, Lord willing, lesson was edifying. Keep our eyes peeled in 2025. Things about to speed up, and as things speed up, more gonna start happening in the world for the worse. It's better for us, but for the worse of this world, man. But with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them. And peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing his word with truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe it on the gospel. Keep fighting, keep pushing. Hold on, I think the brother put it. It says the ring of fire refers to the burning, stinging sensation you may feel when your baby's head presses on and stretches your vaginal open. You may not feel it if you have epidural, though it is painful. The ring of fire lasts just a few minutes. Hey, right. It lasts a few minutes, which means it's painful, but it's gonna speed up. That's the times we in. It's about to be quick and painful. Look, we're in the time, the last little bit of this world, guy, is about to be a quick and painful exit into the new world. You see, out of this one and into the other one. You know, ain't about to be no easy transition. But with that, hey, keep fighting, keep pushing. Shalom.